Okay guys, let me give you a in-depth view of the inside of your nose before I put it back together. As you see, there's where your fuses are located. Now there's this panel up in here, the plastic inner panel. The only real way you can get to your fuses is you have to take your fairing off. A lot of people, some people can get this piece of plastic out. I never could. But anyway, let me show you the feet. See that little foot in there? It looks like a little nipple going through a hole. That's where your nose has to go. There's one on each side. I don't know if you can see the... let's see if we can see the other one in there. It's a little hard to see. Anyway, there's one of those on each side. That your nose has to go in there. What I usually do is I put a little bit of, like a little coating of oil on it. What I use really is fluid film. You could put Vaseline on that, or grease, or a little coating of oil, or even WD-40. That way there, when you take your nose off, it'll come off a lot easier. Now what I do, you can see where your mirror bolts go in there. The first thing I do is I take the windshield off. Now the second, because you don't have to take the windshield off, but it just gets in the way. So you take your windshield off, your mirrors have to come off. Because you see where that metal bar is? That's what holds your mirrors on. Your mirrors are not held on to the plastic. They're actually held on to that metal bar. There's one on each side. So you take your mirrors off. Now I take both my fairings off on each side. Now that's one of the bolts there, the bolts into the fairing. And then there's another bolt, there's another screw actually. There's one there. You can see that one there a little bit better. So you take that screw out. That's one of those, I guess that's a hex nut. You take that out. That's a Phillips screw. And, then let me see, I think there's two screws there. There's one screw there. And there's one there I took off. I think those hold on the plastic. But what really holds your nose in is that one, and then that little guy down in there. You take those two out. There's two on each side, and then you'll see those. And your nose will come right off once you take your mirrors off. And then what you do is you push up under the nose. Now there's underneath the nose, there's two plastic push pins. They hold your inner plastic, and those also have to come off too. And then you push up underneath the nose. At the same time you pull out, then these two, this side here and this side here, you got to get it up over your mirror threads, and you pull the nose off. Let me see if I can get you guys a shot of it. Here's this piece of plastic here. Yeah, here it is. That's where that screw goes into actually. This is underneath the fuse panel. Now some people, they claim they can get these off. I can never get it off without taking the fairing off. Maybe you guys can get it off. So yeah, these mirrors are all wired up now, guys. They're ready to go. What I have to do now is I'm going to tuck these wires. See, I got disconnects in here. What we're going to do, and we're going to insulate this a little bit better. We're going to tie those wires down to something, that way they won't get in the way of anything, they won't bounce around. And then we're going to put the nose back on. Then we have to change the oil in this I'm going to change the oil in this guy here, and it should be good for another year. See, this is why these weigh so much. Because of this right here. This is where all the weight is. This frame. This is where all your weight goes. This piece of steel right here, and this huge neck right here, where the triple tree goes on. If they could have made this out of titanium, this motorcycle would have been 150 pounds lighter. And that's what they should have did. They should have made this out of titanium. Oh, I also forgot to tell you guys, this is your clip. All your nose electrics go through this. All you do, you just get like a, you just get a flat screwdriver. Make sure your ignition's off. You get a flat screwdriver, and you just twist it, and that'll pop right off. I gave this a little bit more slack, so this way it's not really pulling. And that's about it, guys. But yeah, man, I like these mirrors. They stick out. I think they stick out an inch more than the other ones. You know, a lot of you guys, you don't like the spacers. I have to have the spacers to be able to see behind me, because you can't. Maybe you guys aren't as wide as me, but I have to have spacers. It's like some dudes, I see some videos where these guys are changing the bulbs, and I'm saying, how the hell are you going to get that damn bulb out there without pulling your nose off? Maybe this one there, you can get that one off. You can get one on the right side off, but I can't see how you guys are going to get those off, man. You're not going to get them off without taking your damn nose off. Tell you right now. See, there's our steering damper. See a little bit better in there. All right, guys. I'll upload this tonight here, and we'll see what else we can do.